What is up, everybody? Kind of a post-card reaction here. Going to be doing a more formal recap tomorrow live, but man, what a card. What a card. I'd say it was well worth the $70 there. We have and still for the middleweight title. Israel Adesanya defeats Marvin Vettori. Honestly thought it would be a little more competitive, but it looks like, Izzy got it done pretty easily. And then, wow, the co-main event. The co-main event. What's up, Big Show Picks? How you doing? Shout out to Big Show. But yeah, the co-main event. Brandon Moreno, new flyweight champion. And I tweeted this out. I said, man, it's crazy that just a couple years ago, 2 years ago, Moreno was an underdog to Kai Kara France. And to see him now be the flyweight champion, just crazy. But yeah, we'll talk more about that. Man, the weight cut must have really did something to Figgy. Like Figgy did not show up. Figgy did not show up. Must have been the weight cut, maybe a part of the game plan. But yeah, he took off the first. Seemed like he took off every round. It was crazy. What was that card? It was a good one. It was a good card. There was some surprises, bunch of upsets. It was a solid card. Solid card. Still shocked. What are you shocked about? There's a couple things to be shocked at tonight. I thought the Paul Craig finish was very shocking. I thought that Diaz fight, the ending was very shocking. I'm shocked at Brandon Moreno, flyweight champion. I'm shocked about that. But yeah, overall, the card was pretty good. Great card, not card of the year. I 100% agree. Not card of the year, but it was a great card nonetheless. I have huge respect for Paul Craig and Moreno. Crazy fight card. Hope you did well. Yeah, did very well in the betting. Went up plus 3.31 units, and then hit a Hail Mary on Patreon. Got a plus, what was it, plus 763. So yeah, did very well in the betting. Had my first max bet of the year on that Hill Craig fight. Doesn't get to decision. Was kind of, I don't want to say iffy about it, but we've seen the past couple of weeks where we expect these fights to end inside the distance and they go to decision, but really no sweat in that one. It looked like it got done pretty early, the first couple of minutes. Looked like a devastating injury for Jamal Hill, but I guess it's not broken, which is surprising in its own right. But yeah, hit that 5-unit max bet. Also had a unit on the fight doesn't start round 3, so had 6 units invested on the Hill Craig fight. It was terrifying, but glad it all worked out. That was huge. Yeah, Figgy didn't show up. No, he didn't at all. I'm a big Figgy fan, but man, it feels good to see Brandon Moreno go out there and do that. Yeah, Fig did not show up. Fig did not show up. Admit it, Nate almost KO'd Leon. Hey, he almost did. He almost did. I went back and just watched it, highlight on Twitter. Yeah, Edwards was hurt bad. I admit it, man. I admit it. Lost all 4 close decisions. Collier, Davis, Jojo, Dober. Yeah. The only one that affected me there was the Jojo. I had Jojo by decision plus 125. I thought she won the first round, but it was close at the end of the day, but that would have been nice to hit as well. Really was just worried about that Hill Craig fight to finish. Collier, yeah, we'll get into that more tomorrow. I'll go through it a little bit deeper, but yeah, Collier, a lot of people disagree with that decision. Davis, I picked Davis. I thought the line was off, and it definitely showed that it was off, but man, 2 30-27s for Panicky NZ. Jojo, yeah, I thought I had that one, but first round it was very, very close. Round 2, obviously for Murphy. Round 3, obviously for Jojo. Can't complain too much. Dober, yeah, I was on their side with Riddell. Did not bet it, though. I didn't get my butt grab prop in, neither did I. Nate was too busy talking crap when he should have kept throwing punches. Yeah, he should have. He should have blitzed forward more, but he was showing off a little bit. Jojo won that one. Yeah, I thought so. We'll get more into it tomorrow on the live stream. But yeah, I thought that Jojo did do enough to get it, and especially if we get into the numbers. It's crazy. I mean, I expected Jojo to outland Murphy by quite a bit. But we'll take a look at the per round. In the first round, Joanne Calderwood outlanded Murphy 55-29 in significant strikes. 64-40 in total strikes. I don't know. I thought I had it. But yeah, just a unit on that one. That would have been nice to hit. But yeah, I thought Jojo did enough to get it done. Izzy, Moreno, Edwards. Yep, there you go. Yep. I had Izzy, Figueiredo, and Edwards. Figgy let me down. Uncle Weezy in the chat. Hopefully you did well, Uncle Weezy. The max bet was perfect bet. Big ups, man. Thank you, Uncle Weezy. I love the line. Don't usually do max bets. I think I did like 2 total last year, but did one tonight, and it worked out. It worked out good. When Diaz wobbled Edwards, he should have punched. Yep, exactly. Or pounced. Yeah, 100%. Hill's arm got messed up. Yeah, I was surprised to see that it wasn't actually broken. I think they said like he sprained it or something, which is crazy because, man, did it ever look broke. On DK was difficult. Yep, it was. It was a tough night on DK. Fading the main event was a good play in DK for the 200K contest. Yeah, I didn't have much Izzy. But we saw these punts just go off. McKenny went off. Moreno went off. These punts just went off tonight. And yeah, it was crazy. Crazy night for DK. Mozvar Evloev was in the optimal lineup with 9 takedowns. I was not expecting that. I thought it was kind of more of a evenly close match, but no, it looked like Evloev was clearly the more skilled fighter, although he did slow down in that 3rd round a little bit. But yeah, it was a good card. It was a good card. I definitely enjoyed it. Made some decent money. Hopefully you guys did good as well. What's up, Thomas? Max Bet Brady. Yep, Max Bet Brady. Don't know when my next max bet will be, but glad to get that out of the way. How do you do on DK? Not great. Not great. It's hard to do so good whenever these big punts win. I think the optimal lineup has to have a couple thousand left over. And I set my lineups to have at least 600 left over, but I was not expecting all that. I did fine. I had a lot of, the guys that score well. I had a lot of McKenny, I had a lot of Moreno, but still it's hard to get that optimal lineup. What's up, Ron? Crazy Night Brady, glad to leave up. Shout out. Glad you did good, Ron. My parlay of Bilal, Edwards, and Izzy cash. There you go. Congrats on your cash there. JR Smooth, what's up, big dog? Love your channel. Keep it up. Appreciate that, JR. Hopefully you did well tonight. Uncle Weezy, our main event breakdown was crazy accurate. Yeah, 100%. I mean, called it to a T. Called it to a T. And me and Uncle Weezy will be back at it Monday morning. The video will be out for Dan Ige Korean Zombie, which should be a really good fight. Preston in the chat. Jamal Hill, ha ha ha. Yeah, I don't want to be the guy to say I told you so, but yeah, I told a lot of people like don't parlay Jamal Hill. Just play the fight, doesn't go to decision. But yeah, people were really confident in Jamal Hill, and Jamal Hill was really confident in himself as well. He talked all week about going to the ground and being comfortable there. He said that his ground game was better than Paul Craig's, and I think we learned the hard way that it was not. But yeah, Jamal Hill, it seemed like it was everybody's favorite parlay piece of the night. Hopefully you guys got in on the under 1.5, the under 2.5. Round 3 doesn't start. Those are all really good plays. Brady, keep up the good work. Your predictions were on point for the night. Yeah, not great. Not great. I did, get some things wrong. I think I finished like 7-6 or 8-6, which is not terrible for there being a lot of surprises. Like I got Paul Craig wrong. In hindsight, I guess I don't know. I just thought Jamal Hill did not fight smart in that fight. I thought he should have, kept it on the feet, tried to get up. But Paul Craig's good, man. Paul Craig is good. He's underrated. It was a big test for Jamal Hill. But we'll see Jamal Hill back. What else did I get wrong? I got Joanne Calderwood wrong. Like I said, I thought she won. I got Alexis Davis wrong. Close fight. I got Matt Frivola wrong. He got starched with looked like a jab. A jab hurt him bad. But yeah, shout out to McKenny. I'm glad McKenny's in the UFC. This guy is exciting. Cashed on that fight, ending inside the distance, and had it in a parlay as well. Hit the violence parlay tonight. Had that fight as a good decision with McKenny and Frivola parlayed with the co-main Figueiredo and Moreno ending inside the distance for plus 155. So that was nice. Man, I wish I would have went heavier on the McKenny Frivola, like under 2.5. The fight doesn't go to decision. McKenny's he's a killer be killed fighter. He went out there and got it done in 7 seconds. 7 seconds. Crazy, man. That was sweet. That pumped me up. Frivola no distance, Hill no distance, Figgy no distance. Give me violence. There you go. It was a violent type of night for the most part. Anders, Riddle, Moreno parlay smashed it. There you go. Nice hit there. Probably some good odds. Maybe the UFC should cut for Vola. He has no chin. Yeah, the guy's been dropped a ton of times. He's been knocked out 2 times now. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Vince? Hopefully you did well tonight. Brady Mob, I like it. Hopefully you did good. Missed my Hail Mary with the Jojo fight. Yeah, I thought Jojo got it done. But yeah, I'll talk about my Hail Mary. Put it out on the Patreon. Finally hit one. It seems like it's been forever since I hit a Hail Mary, but it had a 6-legger. The first leg was going to be for Vola McKinney, fight doesn't go to decision, minus 210. The next leg was Calderwood Murphy, fight goes to decision, minus 335. The next leg after that was Hill Craig, fight doesn't go to decision, minus 285. The fourth leg was Muhammad Maya, fight goes to decision, minus 150. And the next leg was Leon Edwards, minus 600. And then the final leg was Figueiredo Moreno, fight doesn't go to decision, minus 140. So that was plus 763. And I did hedge a little bit. I put a little bit on Moreno decision and also a little bit on Figgy decision to kind of hedge it out, guarantee a profit. So can't complain, man. Can't complain. It was a fun night. Vettori also had that choke, and it felt like he let it go a little too soon. Yeah, just about. It looked like. Yeah, Leon. It was close, man. I was sweating because I had Leon in that Hail Mary parlay. I had Leon in another parlay. I was sweating. Lost on Luigi, Riddell, McKinney parlay. Zion did just enough, keeping Luigi at bay for 2 rounds. His decision win got him 40 points or so in DK. Yeah, Zion did terrible on DK. I don't know. I thought Luigi, he should have done what he did in the 3rd round in the first 2 rounds. He waited a little bit too long. A lot of people thought that fight may have been a draw potentially, maybe. But yeah, I think Luigi waited just a couple 2 rounds too late. Hill and Vettori did very bad. Yep. Hill and Vettori did very bad. Yeah, DK was weird tonight, man. DK was weird. I got to go see what the optimal lineup was because, man, there's a lot of salary left over. You got to think. Peterson over Hooper saved me tonight. Good call, man. Yeah. In hindsight, that what probably looks like the easiest bet of the year, the line that was most off this year. Peterson, although he did scare me a couple times because I did not want him to mess around on the ground with Hooper, it's not like that Peterson's a bad grappler. So Peterson held his own, was able to stay out of the things from Hooper there, out of the submission attempts, and he looked good. 30-27 across the board. One judge did give Hooper round 1, I think. Now you know what Nate would have done to Masvidal in round 4 and round 5. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Tailed you on the unders for Craig and McKinney tonight. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I was really high on those. Really high on those. Glad those hit, especially the Hill and Craig. Like, I went balls deep on that. Balls deep, man. Brady stepping up the game and doing it right after the fight ends. Yep, like I said, I'll be doing like more of a formal one tomorrow, 6:00 p.m. Eastern time. After that, I'll be going live with Uncle Weezy, giving a preview for next week's card, Korean Zombie, Dan Ige. Have about a quarter, almost half the fight card next week taped. I got a lot of work to do tonight after I get off of here, but hopefully get everything taped by hopefully Sunday night, tomorrow night. Get ahead of the game. But nothing really sticks out next week so far. I was kind of looking at Sungwoo Choi as a potential play against Juliana Rosa, but we'll have to see. With as much crazy stuff that happened, McKinney starting for Vol in 7 seconds and then trashing his knee in celebration has to be performance of the night. Yeah, let me know what performance of the night was, guys. But yeah, that was crazy. Oh no, you lost all your money. Who'd you have tonight? Luigi was the worst fighter I've ever seen for 2 rounds and decided to fight. Yeah, I mean, if he would have done that in the first round, which, typically he does start fast, he probably would have had a lot of success. Zion did not like backing up. Vettori was actually good. Hopefully we see more of Vettori. I'm curious to see what Vettori does next. Curious to see what he does next. You were right about Hill Brady. Yep, I was actually going to parlay Jamal Hill with Leon Edwards a couple weeks ago. I got into the tape on it, came away saying pass, big pass, and bet the violence instead because the just some red flags for me on Jamal Hill. And, in hindsight, him having so much confidence in his ground game, I don't know. The line closed a little bit by fight time. I think Hill closed like around minus 240. So there were some people betting on Paul Craig. If Figgy would have won, I would have won every bet I made tonight. Still made money, and it was a fun card. Yeah, if Figgy would have won, it would have been an even better night for me. Would have won an extra unit if Figgy won that fight inside the distance. But most importantly, I did need a finish in that fight. I got Moreno to get the finish for me, which is fine. And it's also cool seeing Moreno win. So Vettori's heart didn't show up. Yeah, I thought it would be a little bit more competitive. How'd it go for you? Very good. Had that max bet 5 unit, and then I had the 1 unit on the fight doesn't go to round 3 for the Jamal Hill Craig. That was like half my action right there. And then also the Frivola McKinney fight finishing really helped as well. Ended up about 3.41 units tracked, and then I had about an extra unit untracked on the Hail Mary parlay. Would have been more, but I hedged out. Should have listened to you, Brady, when you said to avoid Hill. I mean, he could have went out there and starched Craig. But Craig, I don't know. It's hard to sleep on a guy like Craig. And, Jamal Hill, he's still green and all that. I think he has a lot of upside, but it was Craig's night, man. And it was just crazy seeing the difference between the two at fight week. Like Jamal Hill talking so much crap, getting in Craig's face. And then you have Craig on the other side, calm, cool, collected. And, Craig said himself, Jamal Hill was fighting with a lot of emotion. And that hurt you. Wonderful week. Appreciate it, Brady. Glad you did well. I forget how young Chase is. I think he has enough time to improve for the OC. He needs to take some time off. He needs to get, the strength and conditioning going. He needs to get the striking going. But yeah, I mean, they tried to feed him a win. They tried to get him a win with Steven Peterson. They tried to. And Peterson looked good. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of his decisions in the fight. I kind of questioned Peterson's fight IQ, but man, Chase just didn't have it. I did a double up on Izzy Live minus 190. There you go. Got an extra unit. Nice live betting situation. I should have doubled down on Steven Peterson, especially when he got to plus 100. Like, that should have been a double down, but I was already so invested into the card. And plus, it is Steven Peterson. Like, I would have been shocked if, Steven Peterson got heel hooked, But at the end of the day, he has a brown belt. He has experience, so. Chase needs to round out his game. All he really has is BJJ. Yeah, 100%. I think he can make some improvements, but, man, I don't know. No. Moreno performance of the night. Yep. Did he get it? Yeah, I mean, he should have. Yeah, 100%. Moreno showed up. Figgy did not. Figgy did not show up at all. And Moreno wanted it more. So I'm curious to see what Figgy is next. I don't know if they're going to do the trilogy because Figueiredo was talking about moving up a weight class. So I'm curious to see what he does next. But, man, I mean, if they, rematch for the third time, I don't know. You probably go Moreno. That weight cut, I mean, Figgy's 33 years old, right? I mean, the weight cut's not getting any easier. So, yeah, I mean, I did pick Figgy to win. I thought he'd show up, but no, he didn't show up at all. He looked hesitant. I don't know if it's part of the game plan. Maybe turn it on as the fight goes on, but he didn't really do that either. Cage versus McKinney was KO the night. Yeah, that was a beautiful KO. Co-event was my favorite. Yeah, that was my favorite as well. Well, my favorite was probably the Craig Hill fight, but after that was probably the co-main event. Appreciate all your work, Brady. Congrats on the Hail Mary parlay. Appreciate that. Always nice hitting those. Have not hit one in a while, though. It's been a while, but yeah, nice hit there. That did help out, add on to the night. Davey Grant over Cheetah Vera. Oh, yeah, so Davey Grant did beat Cheetah Vera back in the day, and now we see Vera is like minus 300. Haven't taped it yet, but it looks like a lot of early actions coming in on Davey Grant. Yep, don't underrate Craig anymore. Yep, 100%. Hard to underrate him, man. They call him a gatekeeper, and yeah, crazy. I learned Magic tonight. Turned 350 on the DK to $7. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't do that great on DK as well, but man, put 1250, got 1427, 177 bucks. Hey, that's profit. That's all that matters, man. This is a tough card. It was a tough card all around. If you made money tonight, congrats. It was tough. I don't think there's anyone left for Izzy in middleweight except Whitaker. Yeah, could be a potential rematch there. I'd like to see that. He'll screw me over on a few parlays. Should have gone with Bilal instead. I was kind of iffy on both of them. Another profitable card. Hopefully you all did well. Congrats to you, Carter. Glad you did good. Like I said, it was a tough card. But yeah, I had to pick your spots really well tonight. There's a lot of traps built in, it seemed like. Hill Brady, we're hitting 50K Ige next week, right? I don't know. I haven't taped it yet. It's just weird because if this fight was, a couple of years ago and we saw that this line was at a pick and we'd be hammering the Korean Zombie. But he didn't look great in his last fight against Ortega. But again, that's Brian Ortega. And I don't know, like Dan Ige, I was always really high on this guy when everybody else was kind of counting him out. I don't know. I got to tape it, but man, that's sitting at a pick him right now. These undefeated prospects screw me over time and time again. Yeah. Yep. Jamal Hill did get a lot of people tonight for sure. A lot of people were talking about Jamal Hill beating Ankalaev, Jamal Hill beating, Glover Teixeira, Jamal Hill beating Jan Blachowicz. Not yet. In the future, yeah, but I think he's got a lot of work to do, a lot to prove as well. A lot of people kind of brushed over the fact that he did get taken down a couple times by Darko Stosic. I would have liked to see, OSP or Klidson Abreu test Hill's ground game. We did not get to see that, but Paul Craig definitely tested that ground game tonight. Who's next for Evloev? I don't know, but man, did Evloev look good? I was not expecting that. I mean, I picked him to win. I picked him to win by mixing in the takedowns, keeping the striking competitive, but I was not expecting 9 takedowns, tons of control time, taking his back. I was not expecting anything like that. It was kind of a levels fight. We saw that Evloev was levels above Hakeem. Figure can't make weight anymore. He looked the worst ever this fight. Yeah, he did. And I said it. He looked the worst he's ever had on the scales. And it looked like it hurt him. Do you think it's time for Figgy to move up? I do. And I think there's a good chance he does. Moreno versus Askarov. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good fight. They fought before, and it was a draw, I do believe. But I do remember, I think I had Moreno actually winning the fight. But yeah, that'd be a nice fight. Moreno looked good. I didn't expect a sub. I did not expect that at all as well. Crazy. But shout out to Moreno, man. The guy's a likable guy. People hate Figgy. Man. Figgy talked all that crap all week and then just didn't show up. He did not show up. Disappointing. Askarov would beat Moreno. I'd go Moreno there. I think I'd go Moreno, but that'd be a really good fight. That arm got left in the octagon. Yes, that was disgusting. I thought the ref did a pretty poor job. Probably should have stopped that fight a good 20 seconds prior. That was hard to watch, but I guess it's good to hear that his arm is not broken. Davey has been defeating a lot of up-and-comers. Yes, he has. Thoughts for next week's fight card, Dan Ige. I'm about to look into it after I get off of here. I'm excited. Me and Uncle Weezy are going to be going live tomorrow, getting an early look, diving deep into the stats for next card. I like Dan Ige a lot. Pre-tape, early lean on the matchup, Ige versus Zombie. I don't want to count out Zombie just yet, but I don't know. Lost 3K on Fig. Shake my head. Oh, that sucks, man. Yep, Fig did not show up. I would have liked to see him. I don't know. It was weird. Like the last fight was very, very competitive. Fig looked very good. He started out good early. He looked good late. But this fight, he didn't do anything in that first round. And I thought he'd start picking up as the rounds go on. But no, Moreno just got the better of him every single round up until that finish. Ige is a horrible matchup for a Zombie. Could be. Made a little bit of profit based off McKinney, but Figgy did ruin some things for me. Yeah, Figgy ruined a little something for me as well. I would have made an extra unit if he did win. But ultimately, I was rooting for a finish in that fight. Zombie got outstruck by Ortega. You can't trust him anymore. To be fair, though, Ortega's striking did look much, much improved. But yeah. Duwada got outclassed 100%. Jamal still a savage for not yelling at the ref to stop the fight. Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. It did look like he yelled a little bit. I'll have to go back and watch, but at first he let out something. But yeah, he didn't yell to stop the fight at all. Yeah, the crowd was pretty terrible. I mean, there were some instances where, I was like, okay, you guys can boo all that, but most times, like, I don't know why they were booing. Especially the Evloev fight. That was a beautiful performance by Evloev, and I don't know why they're booing there. Marvin's dream will never be a reality. Sadly, no. Had to go all in on Izzy to finish ahead. Yep, Izzy looked good. Well, Davadu would have been competitive going to a 5-round fight based on that third round. He would have, but sadly, it was only 3. That crowd was all Moreno. Yep, 100%. In a rematch in like 3 years, me and Hakeem could get the job done, maybe. No way in hell Moreno. Askarov was a draw. Moreno won all 3 rounds of that fight. Yeah, I thought Moreno won pretty clearly. He clipped him. Evloev's wrestling's too good. Yep, he did clip him. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Riddell really impressed me tonight. Yeah, the most. Yeah, 100%. He got rocked in that first round, but the guy is tough. And speaking of tough, Drew Dober's tough as well. I don't know what Drew Dober's chin is made out of, but man, he took a ton of shots. That fight was very good. Do you guys know what fight of the night was? I know you guys said performance of the night went to Moreno. What was fight of the night? Was it that Riddell fight? I'd probably give that fight of the night myself. Lost tonight at $100, $150. That's all right. We'll get it back next week. It was a tough card. It really was a tough card. He was trying to take that arm with him back to Scotland, 100%. Moreno's speed was crazy. His jab alone basically beat Figgy. Yeah, Moreno looked good. Figgy looked not all there. Hope you had a good night, Brady. Yep, pretty good night. Pretty good. Really can't complain about anything. Did very well. The weight cut did Figgy in. Yep. Yeah, I think the weight cut was too much. Jamal's arm is not broken, just dislocated. Yep, dislocated is the word. So it's not broken, just dislocated. So that's good. The Diaz fight made me smile for sure. Yep, a lot of people were crapping on Edwards. I thought Edwards should have probably finished him, but man, Diaz is tough, and Diaz almost got Edwards out of there in that 5th round. That would have been crazy. Moreno lives to fight wars. Figgy likes to hunt his prey and dominate. Much pushback. He's been super nervous to fight this kid again, and it showed. I don't know if he was nervous or I don't know what was going on, but something was going on with Figgy. 102 watching. Smash the like button for Brady. I agree. I'll be going live tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, doing a more formal recap, going fight by fight, talking about it with you guys live tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I thought Dober won that. I had it 2-1 Riddell. Riddell winning those second 2. Jandaroba, yeah, who's she fighting? Jandaroba's fighting that I forget her name, Kumaka Kurata. Forget her name, but that she was the girl that got that decision win over Randall Marcus, I think. Drew Dober has a blockade. Yes, he does. 100%. What's up, Cam? Thanks for all the great content, Brady. You are my new favorite UFC content creator. Appreciate that. Keep up the good work, Brady. I really enjoyed the Weezy collab. Made a good amount of Izzy. Yep, me and Weezy killed that breakdown. Just to a T. And at first, I was kind of leaning on the Marvin side, but after getting to the tape and all that, I did lean with Izzy quite a bit. I bet 50 on Leon. I won 10. A win is a win. There you go. You won. You're probably a little bit scared in the 5th round, but you got it done. There you go. Dober didn't need to get hit so much. He kind of gave that fight away. Yeah, I could say so. But, man, what a fight. What's next for Edwards? He did horrible and his stock didn't rise at all. Yeah, a lot of people are crapping on him. I don't know what's next for him. But I don't know about a title shot. Hey, we got PayPal in the chat. PayPal, hopefully you did well, dude. He was pretty upset with Edwards. Yeah, I agree. Edwards should have probably finished Diaz, but man, Diaz waiting 18 seconds to attack after he rocked Leon. I really think he would have finished him there at the end, 100%. Like, I did not understand that. Thought he should win right after him, try to finish. Yeah, Usman murders Edwards. I tend to agree. I don't think that Edwards would beat Usman. Give Leon Chimaev. Okay. Nate said he's coming back in 3 months. Who would you like to see him fight? I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. I have no clue. We'll have to see. We will have to see. But yeah, I did expect Edwards to do a little bit more. He actually got outlanded. He outlanded Diaz by one significant strike according to the numbers. Edwards should have called out Masvidal, but from that fight tonight, I think Masvidal got a good shot beating Edwards. That would be a good fight. That'd be a good fight. I don't know. I think I'd have to go with Edwards, but good fight. Good fight. I think the winner of Burns and Wonderboy gets the title fight before Leon. Could be. Yeah, it's not a great performance. I mean, I don't know. Thought I could have done better. Diaz had Leon finish. He just didn't pull the trigger. Vanilla Coco. He always says these things and then puts these weird things at the end. Shout out to Vanilla Coco. I won't ban you. I'm in a good mood. Nate Diaz is the beast. MMA patron, a saint of violence. Yeah. Shout out to him. DK Optimal. Here we go. Moreno, Craig, Riddell, Edwards, Evloev, McKinney. Interesting. Yeah, so we have Moreno, Craig, and McKinney were all 7,100 and less. We have Edwards, Evloev, and Riddell. Yeah, that's pretty surprising just based on the fact that, these big, all three of these big pump plays won. Edwards scored like 90. He was optimal. Evloev went off. So, yeah, probably a lot of salary left out on that as well. Same guy hit first, third, sixth. Must be nice. Yeah, he probably, I don't know what he did. Maybe left a lot of salary on the table. I knew Mama Bird wouldn't be optimal due to KO or bust on DK now. Yeah, I didn't have much of Adesanya. But yeah. Undeniable Edwards cracks. If Usman took Masvidal's chin, he would probably get that KO too. But Edwards proved he's way too low output. Yeah, and in general, he's low output. In general, he's really low output. But yeah, PayPal's upset with Edwards. I'm kind of upset with Edwards, but he got the job done. But I did think he could have done a little bit better. I was expecting a little bit more of a more dominant performance than that. But yeah, tomorrow I'll go through the card fight by fight. We'll talk a little bit about the judges' decisions. I know there were a lot of close decisions on this card. A lot of people thought the first fight of the night was a robbery. Philippe Collier. I thought some of the judges' scorecards and the Davis fight were pretty off. 227s to Kanzad. It's pretty off there. The Calderwood Murphy fight was close. I scored it for Calderwood personally. Murphy got it there. But yeah, we'll get into all of that tomorrow. Kind of go through the numbers as well. Even money on Edwards inside the distance. I'm livid. Dude barely engaged. Yeah, that's just kind of what he does, though. You see Peterson fake glove tapping in the third round? No, I did not see that. Nate Army, he wasn't surprised? No, not at all. 2,800 left on the salary for the DK Optimal. Pretty high. That is extremely high. I left money out on my lineups. I left at least 600 left on the table because I did like a lot of these punts, but I was not expecting 2,800. That's crazy. Sheesh. Murphy outstruck by 40. Robbery of the year easily. I mean, yeah, I would have liked that to hit. I had the plus 125 decision prop for Calderwood. Thought I had it, honestly, but the first round was close. But, man, she outlanded her by a decent amount. Edwards doesn't finish anyone. How is he going to finish Diaz? Yeah, he's more of a decision guy. Frivola screwed me over bad. Yeah, Frivola screwed probably a lot of people over bad. I had the fight doesn't get the decision there, so I was kind of happy. But, man, he went out there and lost in 7 seconds. That's embarrassing. Only fight he lost was Frivola. Yeah, that kind of shocked me. I knew it was going to be a fun, exciting fight, but I didn't expect it to end in like 7 seconds. Yeah, what else can we talk about? There was the Peterson fight was good. The Luigi fight was interesting. I thought Luigi waited 2 rounds too late to get started, but he looked good in that third round. But I wish he would have done that in the first. Had a plus 950 submission prop sprinkled for Luigi Ventermini. I thought I was going to get in that third round. It was close. I thought he was going to get a submission locked up, but Zion survived there. Brad Riddell, Drew Dober, best fight on the card. Yeah, Brad Riddell. I kind of talked about it on my prediction video that I thought Brad Riddell might go and get takedowns this fight, and he went out there and got 5, so that's cool. I thought I was kind of out of like on an island thinking that because they're both strikers, but man, 5 takedowns for Riddell. So Brad Riddell has landed at least 1 takedown in all 4 of his UFC fights. 5 takedowns, that's impressive. But Drew Dober does have that 50% takedown defense. But yeah. Spivak versus Oleinik. Easy money on Spivak. Yeah, Oleinik's like what, 44 years old now? 43? You gotta think it's some easy money. I actually taped that already. I'm not going to, parlay Spivak or play the minus 230, whatever he is, but I'm going to be looking at probably the under 1.5. I think the fight does finish fairly quickly, as do most Oleinik fights. Frivola officially comma-worthy chinny. Yeah, 100%. He is very chinny. Murphy won. You can't just look at the total strikes. Murphy won round 1 of the rounds where she took her down. Yep. Murphy did win round 2, round 3. Calderwood won, and then round 1 it was up in the air. But I did score round 1 for Calderwood without looking at the strikes. I looked at the strikes after. Hill arm break was crazy. Yeah, I guess it was a dislocation, but yeah, that was crazy. 100%. Chase Hooper looks like a lost and only child out there. Yeah. Collier took the shots better than I thought he would. Yep, he did. He did, but Felipe doesn't have much power on his shots, it looks like. Collier gassed out like really early. Yep, I knew Riddell would shoot them takedowns. He shot it against wrestlers after all. Yep. Wasn't expecting 5 of them, but yeah, pretty cool. Did Figgy really look that bad on the scale? I missed the weigh-ins. Saw everyone switch their pick to Moreno, though. Yeah, he looked really bad. But the thing is, at the ceremonial weigh-ins, he looked good. So, but yeah, that weight cut must have really took something out of him. I don't know if it was like a game plan to kind of, start out slow, increase the pace as the fight went on. I don't know if it was just a weight cut in general. I don't know what was wrong with Figgy, but he did not show up whatsoever. But yeah, something was wrong. Mexican versus American champs. Did you spark up Brady or what? I did not. Really thought Dober was going to knock out Riddell, head back to Australia and first, then takedown. Yeah. Way to Riddell to dig deep and get that takedown. He was hurt bad. Who's Moreno's first title defense? I don't know if it's going to be Figgy. I don't know if it's going to be Askarov. It's probably all up to Figgy. If Figgy wants to move up a weight class next time, then yeah. If he wants to rematch, they'll probably give it to him. But I don't know. Some Ronas at least. Maybe. Collier won, but the line moved a lot on him, so it made sense for the books to get the decision if close. Guess you could look at it that way, yeah. Collier was definitely a public dog from a betting perspective. Askarov deserves it. Yep, I would like to see that fight. It'd be a good, fun fight. Triple C is Moreno's first title defense. I don't know about that. I love how Marvin actually thought he had a chance at winning with the judges. Like what? Yeah, it wasn't really close, at least in my opinion. I thought Izzy clearly got the job done there. I expected the fight to be a little bit more competitive. Bantamweight is so stacked. Who could Figgy's first fight be at 35? I have no clue. And I don't even know how good Figgy would be up at 35, The guy's kind of short. What is he, like 5'4", 5'5"? I don't know if he'd be a really big 35er. But I don't know. We'll see what he does. And he's like 33. He's like 33, I think. Who you got, Connor Poirier 3? I don't know. I think Connor is going to be live early in that first round to get a KO. If not, Poirier probably does take over. I have no clue. I don't want to write off Connor that easily. But I don't know. I guess first look, I'd say Poirier, but I have no clue. It's a close fight. It's lined a close fight. It's lined to pick him right now for a reason. because Connor's going to be live to win the first round and a half, 2 rounds. I do have some concerns if the fight does get extended, though. Marlon versus Figgy. That'd be a good fight. Yeah, he's 5'4", yeah, not that big. Figgy versus Marab. They're both the same height, and that'd be a really interesting fight. Very interesting fight. I had 2K on Leon Edwards. You guys have no idea the sweat I had in the last minute. I bet. I was sweating as well. Zombie by finish. I don't know. Ige is very, very tough. Ige versus Zombie fight goes the distance. I can kind of see that. Can we talk about how they made Hill stand there for the decision? The doctors do nothing but crowd around and ask dumb questions. Yeah, that was kind of weird. But luckily, Jamal Hill is all good. Hello, too many wrestlers at 135. Figgy wouldn't survive. Probably not. Probably not. Hill was talking mess for no reason all week. Could feel he was going to get some humble pie. I was feeling that as well. I was feeling that as well. He was really, hyping up the fight, talking crap all week. Yeah, but you can't count out Paul Craig in any fight. Paul Craig, I mean, he has a win over Ankalaev. You can't count out Paul Craig ever. Figgy Garbrandt would be good. That'd be a good fight. Oof, that'd be a good fight. I don't know. I think I might. I don't know. Maybe go Figgy there. Ige is a hell of a counterpuncher. Nice power too. He can get dragged into a dogfight though. Yeah, I have no clue. I got to take that fight probably after this. Why didn't Nate charge Leon hard in the 5th after wobbling him so close? Just a running slash kick anywhere to the upper body would have dropped him regardless of hitting clean or on his arms. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought as well. But luckily for, guess it didn't matter, but I had Leon in a parlay. At least Craig still gave respect. Such a good dude. Yeah, he's a good dude. Craig wasn't talking any crap really all week. Craig was talking about, saying Hill's a little bit too emotional, all that. So Craig was, really respectful. You got to love Craig, man. Like, people hate on this guy. They think he sucks, but he has a lot of heart. He's very good on the mat. And it's just hard to count him out. Moreno versus Cody, I don't know. After Hill lost, fade all the Dana White Contender Series fighters against the veterans. Yeah, if you've been doing that all year, you've been up quite a bit. People should now recognize Craig is getting better each fight. He really is. He's getting better each and every fight. Yep. I would have said that prior to this fight, but yep, I do think Usman does beat Edwards. You don't think Nate realized how bad he was hurt him at first? Yeah, it could be. Happy for Craig? Yeah, you got to be happy for the guy. The guy's, I like him. He's one of my favorite fighters. Thoughts on Maya? Seems like the sport has evolved past single legs. I mean, 43. He's 43, about to be 44 years old. So if this was a couple of years ago, I probably would have pulled the trigger on Maya, especially at those odds. But 43, it's old. I think he's like the 4th oldest fighter on the roster. Olenek's probably up there in that top 3 now. Put some respect on Craig. I agree. TJ. Love Craig, a top 5 fighter for sure. I don't know about top 5 at all. But yeah, respect Craig. Maya versus Bilal was sheer sadness. Yeah, not the best fight in the world. I wasn't really looking forward to that fight. But yeah, I'll head out of here in about 10 minutes. If you guys can leave a like, that'd be sweet. Let me check my phone real quick. All right. So what was your guys' best bet of the night? What was your guys' nicest head of the night? For me, it was the max bet on the Hill Craig, and then also the fight does not start round 3. And I was terrified. So much invested on a fight, it's terrifying. But luckily, it did end quite fast. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so that was good. 5 units on the minus 235. Fight is a good decision for Hill and Craig. And then the fight does not start round 3 plus 112, 1 unit on that. Yeah, I mean, and then also had in a Hail Mary parlay as well. So I was like really invested on that fight to finish, which is terrifying to be so heavy on a fight, but it was a spot I really did like. Like he had the easy decision. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Was it like plus 150 around there? Was it plus 150? I was kind of looking at that as well. I was looking at Izzy decision, round 4, round 5 sprinkle. I had decided to lay off. Probably should have did it. I'll tell you my worst DK plays were Hill and Frivola. Yep, they did horrible. They did terrible. I lost tonight again. Hopefully bounce back next week. Robert T had an Izzy decision plus 190. There you go. There you go. That was something I was looking at. Decided to pass, but yeah, nice hit there. McKinney and Peterson parlay saved me. There you go. Good hit. Very good hit. Probably good odds there. TJ Kill with the Moreno by finish plus 500. And I had a nice hit on Craig and the other 1.5. There you go. Good hit there. Dao Chicken, Hill versus Craig fight is a good decision. Edwards plus Stevenson. Pretty good. That was probably, plus 200 around there? Plus 250? Nice. Yeah, I saw some people on that McKinney round 1 KO plus 750. Very good. Like that's literally how he would win the fight. So I should have probably looked at that, but hindsight is 2020. Nope. Looks like it was just a dislocation. Should be good. I don't bet on big pay-per-views anymore. I just enjoy them, and I'm usually surprised the whole night. I make money on fight nights. Yeah, it seems like people really crap the bed on pay-per-views. I know I had my worst week of the year, the last pay-per-view, UFC 262. So really glad to be able to, not crap the bed this week and do very good. Yeah, should have been a sub. Bilal Leon, Hill Craig fight is a good decision parlay. Very good. I had a small bet on Paul Craig by submission, plus 550. That TKO should have been a sub. I agree. I mean, a lot of people probably did take a shot on Paul Craig by sub. That sucks. It sucks, man. But it's part of the game. But yeah, good call. Good read. Good call. Just did not go your way. It should have though. UFC has to pay off the judges for pay-per-views, something like that. But yeah, there were a couple surprises tonight. 185. But yeah, I'll head out of here in about 5 minutes. I wanted to come on, give a quick reaction, talk to you guys a little bit, and nothing else to do. I'm about to start to dig into the next week's card. Going to be going live with Uncle Weezy, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow on Pub Sports Radio, doing the Stat Diggers, where we dive balls deep into the stats, fight by fight. And I thought me and Uncle Weezy did pretty good as far as, breaking down the fights this week. No real surprises, honestly. I thought I guess the only surprise I had was Moreno looking that good and subbing Figgy. But other than that, no real surprises. A lot of people might be surprised that Paul Craig subbed Jamal Hill. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, I mean, the card played out kind of how I expected in a way. Nothing really jumped out other than Moreno subbing Figgy. That was huge. Couple close decisions. Could have gone either way. My last big win was 25 times odds. 10 paid 250. There you go. Pawns a beat versus Cater main card. I got 5 for 5 predictions right. There you go. Nice win there. Carlos Felipe has the best cardio among all the heavyweights. Also has still chin. The guy is the most trusted to me. Yeah, a lot of people thought he lost. A lot of people thought Carlos Felipe lost. People are calling it robbery. But yeah, good cardio, good chin. Those two attributes in the heavyweight division, those go a long way. Entire main card then, nice memory. Visit us. Uncle Weezy talking about Adesanya's takedown defense definitely helped reassure me on betting him. That breakdown was top notch. Yeah, I mean, it feels good to break down a fight and it play out 100% like you expect. I thought that Vettori would get a couple takedowns of Adesanya. I thought Adesanya would do a good job at getting back up. I thought on the feet it'd be Adesanya pretty much all day, and it was just that. How could they call it a TKO when it was a technical sub in the Hill versus Craig match? I don't know. But yeah, they called it a TKO, I do believe. Felipe lost his last 2 fights. He just so happens to be on the right side of where the money isn't, so he gets the decisions. Yeah, people thought he lost the last fight against Toffin. People also thought he lost this one against Collier. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it, but in terms of the numbers, Collier did outland him, I believe, in all 3 rounds, which is crazy. Surprised Evlo was so dominant. Yeah, the guy's the real deal. The guy is the real deal. That was shocking to me. I thought it was a real well-matched fight. I thought it was going to be close, but no, not at all. 3rd round was iffy, but still crazy. Izzy escapes and takedown defense looked exceptional tonight, 100%. Evloev versus Bryce Mitchell. That'd be something. That would be something. But I think that Evloev is definitely the real deal for sure, 100%. 100%. Let's see. Man, I should have doubled down on Steven Peterson. That sucks. Should have doubled down. The line movement was crazy on that one. Peterson actually closed as a dog, I do believe, at plus 100. That was nuts, man. I mean, I don't know. Hindsight's 2020, but it's hard to pick a guy that is reliant on pulling guard, going for a heel hook, and that's his win condition, a heel hook, against a legit brown belt in Peterson. Like I don't know. The odds should have been much wider. Should have been much wider for sure. But like I said, hindsight's 2020. Hooper could have heel hooked him, and it would be, I don't know. People really like Hooper though. Adesanya rope-a-dope was dope though. I'll grant him that much. Yep. How did he outland him? Collier had more than 40 total strikes. No, Collier outlanded Felipe in all 3 rounds, I do believe. What's up, J-Dog? One big on Craig and Moreno. Pumped. Yeah, nice hits. Very nice hits. Was not surprised at the Craig result, but it was kind of surprised at Moreno, especially, how he did get it done. How do you feel about the Izzy fight? I mean, it played out how I thought. I thought that Izzy would stuff the majority of the takedowns. I thought he, outclassed Vettori on the feet. I thought that Vettori would get him down a couple times. Izzy would work his way back up. I was thinking Izzy decision, and it played out just like that. I could tell you really like Peterson in this fight. I had to trust. Yeah, I posted a breakdown from my betting article on Patreon early in the week on Twitter, kind of breaking the fight down. I didn't bring up the points that Peterson was going to follow him to the mat that much. I didn't want that, but he knew what he was doing. Peterson and Anders were clear picks this week at good odds, but yeah, hindsight, yeah, exactly. I was about to bet on Anders at minus 138. It was like 2 weeks ago. I dug into the fight, and I did not feel great about it. The fight did play out somewhat close, but Anders, clearly did win the fight. He had a really good 3rd round. Time to stop placing 2 greater than 2 event parlays. Yeah, I like to keep it to 2. I went 1 for 1 on my parlays tonight. Slight profit on them combined. Had the violence parlay at plus 155 with the Frivola in the Figgy fight, both ending up to the distance. Yep, Collier did outland him. All right, guys. So I'm about to head out. Just going to quickly tell you guys what I have going on throughout the week. Can't wait to get back into it. I'm going to try to get a lot done tonight. Feels good to, get a win, a decent win. But tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on my channel, going to be doing a full event recap, going in deeper to the fights, going to talk about them one by one, go into the stats a little bit, going into the judges' decisions, and kind of breaking all that down. And then after that, 7:15 p.m. Eastern time on Pub Sports Radio, going to be going live with Uncle Weezy. And if you guys are looking for an early breakdown for next week's card, me and Uncle Weezy are going to dive balls deep into each matchup based on the stats. And I will give a little bit analysis as far as, if I have watched tape on a fight or not. But it's good to get into the stats. It's good to get like an early look on the card. So that Sunday, Monday, my main event breakdown with Uncle Weezy is going to be out on my channel, breaking down Korean Zombie Dan Ige, going to get deep into that, just like we did with Adesanya Vettori. Tuesday, my full card breakdown and prediction video is going to be out. And then DraftKings and all that good stuff. And then we're right back to the live streams and all that. So thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you for everybody that signed up on Patreon throughout the week. Had a ton of new signups. Hopefully you guys tailed that Hail Mary. And hopefully you guys did good. And I will see you guys next week. Next card requires a lot of tape study for sure, 100%. There are some no names. Yep. Appreciate that, J-Dog. Thank you for hanging out. Peace out, Bailey. You watched? No, I did not watch that. I had actually no clue that was even going on until somebody said something about it. But no, I definitely did not watch that. All right, guys. Good luck next week. We'll talk to you soon. Hopefully, you guys did well. And yeah, see you guys around.